All right. Well, sir, tell us about you. Tell us about yourself.
Well, my name is Aditya, and I'm from India, and I'm one of the 6 students in Mr. Breezemaster's high-level physics class. And I live in Harare. It's one of the best experiences of my life, and I love it.
All right. Albert Einstein never lived in Harare, but
I wish he had.
Yeah. How do you think, this is relative to Einstein's theory, how do you think people reacted to Einstein's theory when it was being proven and when the theory was shown correct?
Whenever new theories were proposed, usually the norm of society was to usually ridicule it and, contradict it in any way possible. So I'm pretty sure that's how Einstein's theory was initially taken. But, once it was proven to be correct, people probably, admired his work and his what he gave to the physics world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think of the theory?
I believe it's true because, as we've discussed quite a few times, in the present day, usually most people try to prove theories, they try to replace theories by proving the older ones wrong and proving theirs right in a way. But since Einstein's theory hasn't yet been proved to be wrong, I quite believe in it. And if we've been using it for this many years and, getting correct values for things, it must be correct.
This is a question that we didn't ask here, but what is it about Einstein that you find to be interesting or particularly unusual, if anything?
One thing was his personal life. He was married at one point of time, but he got divorced because of all his movements all over the place and stuff. And then he married one of his cousins, as far as I can remember. I thought that to be a little unusual, and I think, as far as I remember, it might have hindered his research or whatnot, but it's just not very attractive for a man of such caliber,
Okay. Last question is a toughie. What's your favorite color?
Red, definitely.
All right. Thank you. Tell us about you.
Well, my name is Nawad Nagash. I'm Dutch Ethiopian, and I've been in Zimbabwe for over 12 years. I came here when I was 4, and it's practically my home. And I'm an IB student here at HIS, and I do IB HL Physics, HL Math and Chemistry, and it's going good so far. I like it.
Are you going to stay here forever?
I hope not.
Okay. In your opinion, how do you think people acted to the theory before it was proved?
Well, I think that the people were they were surprised, but they didn't like it because it defied a lot of theories of modern physics, and the fact that he was one man who it was all theoretical and that it didn't have any basis in proof or anything. That it wasn't considered true, I guess.
I don't know if you chose this question, but what about, in your opinion, what is the truth of, what is the impact of truth? How plausible is the Einstein theory that we're discussing?
I actually believe it. I think it's very plausible, and it makes sense logically, theoretically on paper. And we did the photoelectric lab, and all the labs that we did. It seems unconventional, but at the end of the day, when you look at E equals mc squared, and when we saw the video of the Meitner and her cousin or nephew,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nephew.
It shows that equals mc squared. I guess it proved in practice Einstein's theory.
Okay. Here's a question I know you want to maybe address a little bit. In what ways do we see the impact of theories like Einstein's on our daily lives now?
I think fundamentally, in terms of theories that come up today, it forces us, I guess, or it pushes us to think outside the box. Because I mean, Einstein's theory of relativity, or all of his theories, at the time that he came up with them, they weren't what everyone was thinking. You know, it wasn't classical physics. It was modern physics, and I think it urges us now to really think beyond the obvious and try to come up with new things. And yeah.
Okay, great. Is there anything I missed that you wanted to mention?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Whatever you want to ask.
Cool, great.
All right, thank you.
All right. Hey, tell us about yourself, sir.
My name is Ropa. I'm a physics student and I'm doing standard level.
We're going to talk about Albert Einstein. Are you ready for that?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Nervous? Not at all? Okay, just a little bit? All right. Do you want to have his hair when you get older?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
How about this question? Do you know if anyone helped Einstein in discovering his theory, like a friend or a colleague or someone? And if you do, what can you tell us about that person or persons?
Well, when Einstein discovered his theory, it was more of a process at first because he had to get information from other scientists that were before his time, like E equals mc squared. It was a very complicated equation for him to find out. I mean, it sounds so simple, just E equals mc. So when you think of it, you also have to think of other scientists like Planck. But Planck did help him because he supported his theory at first and did also prove that Einstein was correct. Yes.
Okay. Anybody else you can think of?
I can also think of the Thomson model in a way, because the Thomson model was how things would work in an atom, and also Einstein's theory also supported those laws of how things work in an atom and how things orbit.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell people about Einstein? Or you?
Well, Einstein was a genius. Yeah, he was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Ropa.
Right.
Cool.